Ready?
Yep.
Whoop!
That's really good, this first two.
Yeah.
After East Coast EP, we really wanted to go into a studio so we could clean up our sound a little bit, because our big setback in the past has just been the fact that we aren't getting a professional sound of what we're doing. So we knew we wanted to do an album. We didn't want to do another EP. We wanted a bunch of songs, some old with stuff added to them, and then some just completely new songs. And after that, we got with this guy named Andrew Hurt. Shout out to Andrew because we love him. And he helped us get into the studio with Cole. And that's been really great because we've gotten an actually great sound with real drums and everything like that with it. Basically how I write drums. Sometimes it's me and Taylor together who write them, and then sometimes I just write by myself at home. Taylor will send me over the guitar and bass files, and I'll just see what feels right over it by playing at home. And then sometimes me and Taylor get an idea together when we're writing together, and we just end up slapping it on there and quantizing the drums through a computer program. So it just really varies, and it basically just ends up being whatever feels right at the end is what goes on there. So back before we really found what we wanted to do with what we wanted to sound like, it ended up just sounding a lot like Polyphia and Chant, but like a really bad knockoff version of them. And that was until we really started to add vocals to everything we were doing. That really kind of separated us from everybody else that we were following and being a part of. And then as the years have gone by, we've gotten more and more into different kinds of music that we weren't into in the past. And it's helped put a big old melting pot of our influences together, stuff that you wouldn't expect. Like our last EP we did was like R&B influenced, and still keeping the technical guitar in there. Before we write a song, it doesn't really happen the same way every single time. Sometimes it's just me in my room, and I have an idea and it pops in my head, and I just write it, record a really awful version of it, and then go over to Taylor's the next day and just record it with him, see what he has to add to it with guitar. That ending was perfect.
Yo!
Woo! Woo!
Did you do the brakes right on the
Might want to check the other one. I think I left out the big note on one chord.
There we go.
That was it. I think you can do the squeal. Most of the DIY stuff is kind of difficult because we don't have much money, because we're all broke high school, college students. So most of it's just money related. The reason we didn't go to a studio sooner was just because we didn't have the money to do it. We've gotten really good at recording ourselves, but there's only so much you can do on a laptop at home without the real drums and the good mics and everything like that. So mostly that, and trying not to drown in our own influences because we don't have much outside. Like now that we have Cole, he can tell us what sounds good, what doesn't sound good, but and he can add stuff to it that we never would have added before. Like there's several parts on the album that are gonna be different than we had wrote them because Cole is like adding stuff to it, but like not drowning in everything that we want to be like from other people. Like Devin said the other day that we're writing music that we don't hear that we want to hear.
I think Adam has a lot of really good ideas and a really clear picture of what he wants everything to sound like, right? And I think the goal is to get it to sound like what Adam's hearing in his head, which is pretty different than anything else I've done, I guess I could say. Classic and timeless. I'd be like, or have that sound. I'd be like, that sounded like the 2018 or 19 era of that particular genre that is yet to be created, but will be created once this album comes out.
Like autumn leaves from the trees, keep on falling, I do. Oh girl, it's true, it's true, it's true, I'm coming unglued. Summer breeze through the streets, I'm falling for you, oh girl.
I'm really bad at receiving compliments, so I don't take them very well. So many people have complimented me on the music video and the song, and I have this really awkward response, or like I kind of shrug it off in like a rude way, but I'm not trying to be rude. It's just my natural instinct that I shouldn't receive the compliment because I'm not worthy of it. But I think I really appreciate everybody that comes and says something to me, because it really, I mean, it's not that it makes me feel like, oh, I'm talented, I can do this all by myself. It's just like it makes me feel good that people are connecting with the stuff that we're making instead of them not liking it, you know.
Nikes, I see what's in front of me. My God, I can't feel what you're doing to me. Ripping the trust that we built for this. The blue breeze will carry me back home again. Nikes, I see what's in front of me. My God.